Hello, everyone. My name is Robert Sahro. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing Team Green. The members of our team include Shamar James, Daniel McCormick, Yingzi Wang, Paulina Ziskovsky, and myself. When our team first met, we discovered rather quickly that we all shared a similar interest. This interest was related to one of humankind's most enjoyable pastimes, which is socializing with one another. Globalization of the past few decades has helped people across the world increase business opportunities, remove cultural barriers, and create a global network of individuals who strive to change the environmental, cultural, political, and economic elements of the world. The question we posed was, how can we iterate or improve on the current mainstream methods of online communication? Some of the vertical markets we initially discussed included international film production, gaming, education, and music. But market aside, this shared interest allowed us to jump in and immediately begin our voice of customer interviews in search for a problem that was truly worth solving. The goal was to start broad, but narrow down to a market and persona very quickly. Fortunately, we quickly identified a considerable amount of pain relating to education. The COVID-19 pandemic has meant that schools across the globe have transitioned from learning in the classroom to learning online. Our target market for a potential product or service might include parents looking to improve the educational experience of their children, educators looking for new tools and methods to engage their students more effectively, or students who are learning to adapt to this transition. As you can see, our business model canvas is still a work in progress, but it is centered on a few key value propositions, some of which include delivering content more effectively, creating a more interactive environment, assessing student engagement, and perhaps more effectively maintaining privacy and security in an online setting.
Virtual streaming has really become a key component of all of our lives since COVID-19 happened and disrupted the way that we conduct business and everyday life and personal interactions. So it's pretty easy for our team to discuss potential hypotheses and assumptions. So some of these include that customers do have a large amount of pain associated with utilizing these platforms. We're also assuming the video streaming and broadcasting platform can be used to connect in a more real life scenario as we are used to every day with our coworkers and colleagues without having those interruptions that we've all faced once or twice. We're looking to create an immersive face-to-face experience, and we feel that people would appreciate that and enjoy that. We're also assuming that the earliest adopter of this new platform will be people who have recently become dependent on the use of these video streaming platforms due to COVID-19. And we are also assuming that people are missing that personal interaction. So how do we put that back? How do we make their lives even more efficient through the use of streaming?
Our idea at first was way too broad. We quickly realized we do not want to compete with giants like Zoom or Google or Skype, who are working tirelessly to improve their already very popular products in this area. We determined that e-learning is a great issue right now to look into. Students, parents, and teachers became the center of our focus for interviews. Teachers were very willing to vent their frustrations about teaching from home and offer the names of colleagues to increase our interview pool. Parents of younger students in particular who require help or supervision while e-learning are also experiencing migraine problems, and we targeted them. We really want to narrow down our grade range. We currently believe that students, parents, and teachers of younger grade levels have the most need for a solution to this problem area.
Some of the information that we got from our interviews is that a lot of students are experiencing issues with internet connection and stability. There definitely is a high security concern for using the virtual classrooms and making sure students are safe. A lot of teachers are struggling to find funding for resources and tools necessary for their classrooms and are paying out of pocket as well. Students, typically younger ones, are struggling to use the technology in general, but typically need parental guidance to get through the day. There's a lack of individual attention and support that teachers can provide, and just managing disciplinary issues with students as well has become more difficult. Students just being able to connect with each other and do more peer group work has also diminished as well. Some of the important technologies that teachers are using are Google Classrooms and Chrome extensions. Other platforms include Schoology, Canvas, Seesaw, and Clever App. These are all platforms that teachers are using to enhance the learning experience with students. Most students right now are using Chromebooks as well. And I'm going to transition it now to Ying, who will talk more about what we will do with this information.
Hi everyone, this is In. So next, the first thing we have to do is to return to the information we have drawn from the customers. Our team will conduct a meeting to clarify what kind of customer segments we have based on the interview results we summarized. Then, we must further summarize the customer's strength and weakness to develop a good customer persona. When we have our target customers, we have to discover and test the problems. Next, we will find whether a solution will work, whether the problems we find will really output value to our customers. At the same time, our team will start to develop a solution for the customer's problem and test whether it can solve the current problems. Finally, we will clarify our value proposition. Thank you.